Hi Aries, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your weekly reading for April 23rd to the 30th. I'm going to be using the Goddess Tarot by Chris Walder, and I'm going to pull a 5-card spread with clarifiers from underneath the deck. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th. First card is a situation for Aries, the situation. Second is you, Aries. Third is what's surrounding you. Fourth is the outcome, and then I'll take a card from the bottom of the deck for the underlying energy. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, can we please get a card representing the situation for April 23rd to the 30th for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What's going on with Aries? What does Aries need to know? Can we please get a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th? What does Aries need to know? What does Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to know for April 23rd to the 30th? What is the situation? What is the situation for Aries on the 23rd to the 30th, please? All right. King of Swords. And on the bottom, we have Two of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, next, let's get a card representing you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This card represents you from the 23rd to the 30th. What represents the energy for Aries? A card representing Aries for the 23rd to the 30th. Ooh, Nine of Swords. On the bottom, the Prince of Pentacles, which is like the Page of Pentacles. Can we get a card representing what's surrounding Aries? What is surrounding Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th? Okay, Ace of Wands, and on the bottom we have Oppression. This is the Tower card placement, and this is represented with the Wawalak. Okay, now let's get a card representing the outcome. What is the outcome for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please? Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and then the Princess of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups, is the underlying energy. Okay, so let's just go with this. It doesn't look so pretty right now, but we'll see what this means here. First card is the King of Swords, and this is the situation. So the energy of being logical and fair and empowered, with your mind being very clear, having that clarity, no confusion, no emotions getting in the way and distracting you, being logical, being fair, assessing a situation, and making a decision from a very clear perspective. This sword represents a sword of truth, victory, clarity, and it's about also, aside from communication, because the air signs represent communication, it also is speaking to breakups or cutting off things that no longer serves you, which is why the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords often is depicting a single parent energy or a divorcee energy. Now, this King of Swords can represent somebody who's in communications, and that's, you know, along the lines of IT, techie stuff, analytical engineer, that kind of way of thinking, very logical based. So this is the situation here, and it might be somebody who's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well that's in your life. Now, clarifying this King of Swords is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a soulmate union, true love, a partnership that's beautiful and harmonious, where both people are very happy. And even here it's depicting this wedding scenario, this marriage underneath the full moon. Both people are happy. The man is looking into the woman's eyes. The woman is looking up at that cup that is full over there that she's gotten, that she's holding with her partner. So this is all about a very beautiful, harmonious partnership where both people are open, receptive, and giving and being honest and vulnerable and loving each other. You have the Nine of Swords representing you for the 23rd to the 30th. So there's something that's giving you stress and sleepless nights. Something that's making you, this could be feeling nightmarish kind of scenario, when this lack of sleep affecting your health. This Swords energy often comes up when there's a lot of thinking and a lot of stress and people's ideas and thoughts projected onto you, worrying about what other people are thinking, worrying about how you are perceived, and all this type of energy. So with the King of Swords there, maybe there's someone who is an air sign who's making you feel this way and is giving you sleepless nights and stress. Now, what's clarifying this is the Prince of Pentacles, which is like the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles brings an opportunity for material prosperity. It's like an invitation, a new opportunity. This could represent even someone who is youthful and could be your child, an earth sign like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just possibly learning something new. This is the card of the academic. So this is someone who's beefing up and studying something new, a new hobby, a new skill, learning something new. And this might be something, this energy is clarifying this stress. So if it's not your child or some new course of study that you're pursuing, or possibly with the Page of Pentacles, an invitation, a new opportunity that's presented itself for material prosperity. It could even be an opportunity, an offer of a relationship from this King of Swords. But I feel like surrounding this, you've got this Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a card about passion. Now, this is not the Ace of Cups. This is the Ace of Wands. It's a fiery sign. It's got that Aries, Leo, Sag energy to it. It's a very phallic symbol. It's very virile, and it's got very potent, as all the aces are. And it's got this potential to manifest to the Ten of Wands, great success, great achievement, great growth. But right now with the Ace of Wands, it's like this energy of being very sexy kind of feeling, someone having the hots for you, very passionately inspired. And I feel like since you're here, Aries, right in the middle, with squeezed between the King of Swords and the Ace of Wands, this King of Swords, they've got a partnership in mind. They've got a soulmate connection, marriage, love on their brain. And you here are, stressing about it because around you, the energy is very passionate, very exciting. Now, is that something, though, that you want to commit to? Because it's not a very committed energy with the Ace of Wands. It's more something inspiring that sparks your interest, that's passionate and very, very, a sexy kind of card. But clarifying this, you've got the Tower card placement with oppression represented by these sisters, these twin sisters, the Wawalak. Let me read it a little bit from the book. I always do this if I'm not quite sure, if it's not so well known. So all of the major arcana are represented by goddesses from all over, which is why I love this deck. So let's look about the Wawalak. 16, the Tower, and it says it's confusion, difficulties in release, feeling overwhelmed or oppressed by circumstances or emotions, depression, and that's depression too, the Knight of Swords. And like the Wawalak, the light has left your life. You are waiting to be released from the darkness, a new start after a painful ending that may have shattered your view of the world, a pause before moving into a new phase of life. The Wawalak symbolize the unending force of life in all women, a force that can never be oppressed for long. Accordingly, they are associated with oppression. And it says as both goddesses and mothers here. During the dream time, a mythic period when gods and goddess still walked the earth, the Wawalak, a pair of Australian Aboriginal sister goddesses, accidentally polluted the sacred water hole of the great rainbow serpent with a single drop of menstrual blood. Rains poured down in angry response, and the water hole flooded. The two sisters sang, hoping to appease the serpent, as well as to protect their newborn babies. But the serpent emerged from the water hole and swallowed the sisters and their infants in a huge gulp. Oppressed by darkness, fear, and guilt, the Wawalak wept within the belly of the serpent until they were reborn from its mouth back into the light. Often we feel as oppressed as the Wawalak must have been inside the great rainbow serpent. It is difficult to imagine life improving. All we can see is never-ending darkness. The appearance of this card suggests that while the situation is painful, it will not last. So definitely we see suffering here with the Tower moment, with these twin sisters of the Wawalak, and saying that, there was some offense that they committed, especially if you hear about or read about Naga lore or these serpents who live in watery dwellings in, where they do. And it's speaking to, there's a lot of myths around this, like how they can give great wealth, or sometimes how they can be very malefic. And with this story, it's saying that a drop of menstrual blood fell into the well of this serpent. And if you know anything about Nagas or serpent, water spirits, it's very much about keeping that area clean, that environment clean, because they are known and famously known to be extremely vindictive, angry, cursing, all these types of things. So when it goes to these serpent energies and Naga energies, it's not just something that's a fairy tale. You'll see it in India, you'll see it in Greece, you'll see all over the world these tales of these water spirits, water nymphs, whether you want to call them mermaids or Nagas or these snake spirits. Even with Lord Vishnu, when he's riding on that mount, he's sitting on that great Naga king with many heads, that huge snake. You got to keep their area clean, or they're going to hex you and curse you and give you bad vibes. So even if you don't believe in this, it seems like it's rooted in this kind of environment where a drop of menstrual blood fell. And then it was, ooh, you had to pay the piper for messing up their environment. So to be cautious in that way. And the Tower card, we know, is about something happening out of the blue that's a breakdown of how you see things or how your world has been, an ending to an old way of thinking as well. It could be something as mild as that. It could also be, some big fight, an angry, conversation or something. And like the goddess Kali, it's always about something that gets destroyed, but then there's light at the end of the tunnel, which is that after it's been destroyed, even if you feel like it's the end of the world right now and you're going through a lot, it's saying that things will get better. And when it does, when you've lost and been released from that situation, it's like the glass ceiling's gone. You feel liberated and freer than you've ever felt before, and it's going to bring a wonderful new beginning. So currently, right now, you're in the thick of it, feeling this depression, anxiety, stress. What's it about? Clarifying this, we got the Page of Pentacles, this Prince of Pentacles energy. Now, the Page of Pentacles, as I said, is learning something new, or this youthful child energy, or an opportunity for a new, venture, or a business venture, or a relationship being offered, and somehow this being quite stressful. Now, I'm just going to read Prince of Pentacles, what they've put here, because I don't get it. I mean, I will pull oracle cards, but I want to see what they wrote here. Because everybody puts their own spin on things in different decks. Business ideas, money, messages, education. Gaining the knowledge necessary to make an idea a reality, education, business ideas, deals, practical planning, mail or messages that bring possibilities for expansion, money on the way, business opportunities. Yeah, okay. Okay. So it's pretty much the same thing I just said. So let's get some oracle cards to clarify. Now, in the outcome, you got Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is waiting for the payoff here. Waiting for, as you can see, this woman, she's got some gardening tool and she's tending to her garden that she's been cultivating and nurturing. And the fruits are in, almost ripe. And when it's time to pick and harvest, then you will reap the benefits of everything and be able to have some abundance and wealth coming in. Some results from all of your hard work that you've put into this effort, this venture here, this project, this relationship, whatever it is. And so Seven of Pentacles is saying it's just a little bit longer that you have to wait before it's time to cash in. And then clarifying this, you have Six of Cups. This is the card of nostalgia, happy childhood memories, and people from your past, reunions, people from your hometown, getting back together again, reconnecting. So it could be someone from your community, some of your background, your high school, something like that that makes you have fond memories. So if you can think of a time that, you have really wonderful, fond memories of, even if it wasn't, easy breezy and sailing, smooth sailing, something that was very poignant or memorable for you. It's along those lines, that kind of feeling that pulls on your heartstrings. So you're waiting for someone, it looks like, for a reunion. And here you are, this person and this true love situation, this partnership, currently feeling very, very depressed and anxious and stressed out. Now, underlying energy is Princess of Cups. This is like the Knight of Cups, a youthful energy. Okay, this is someone who's romantic and has romantic notions, someone who's a little bit younger, not so committed, but loves to fall in love, loves to fall deeply and, write poetry, play guitar, listen to love songs, very romantic, very dreamy. I call it my Leo DiCaprio card. But there's always, this not committed energy. So when I see the Ace of Wands, a very passionate energy, and then I see this dreamy Knight of Wands energy that's underlying all of this and waiting for a reunion, I feel like there's something that popped off here with the Tower card, with the Wawalak twins here representing oppression, some offense that's been done, something that possibly you feel bad about or you're feeling guilty about or you're stressed about, that you're hoping will pass soon, and it will. Someone that you care about. Okay, so it looks like some kind of wonderful partnership, soulmate union here is the situation, but you're just waiting now for a reunion and an offer of love. I feel like this Page of Pentacles can be an offer as well. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's pull some oracle cards. This is Gabrielle Bernstein's Miracles Now. I'm going to pick a card from the top and from the, oh, there we go. It says, I don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. Now there's Aries for you. Perfect. Now on the bottom we have, when in doubt, I play it out. And that's that King of Swords energy. All right. So this is the Megan Waterston's Divine Feminine Oracle cards. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know I love this deck. So let's see what beautiful goddess, saint, or ascended master pops out for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th. Excuse me for 1 second. I have to see to something. Sorry about that. Let me just put the light up a bit. Okay, sorry, I had to see to something. Now, back to the Divine Feminine Oracle cards. I'm going to pull a card here for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. So we have Goddess Sarasvati. I love it. Beautiful. She's one of my favorites. I can't say she's my favorite, but she's one of my favorites. And I have a beautiful statue of her over here, which you can't see. And then Goddess Isis, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. That is very in keeping with this Ace of Wands energy over here. But Goddess Sarasvati is one of the three major Hindu goddesses, and she is someone who created the written word, Sanskrit, and she's the goddess of the arts, creativity, music, culture. Very simply dressed, very classy, very humble, tasteful goddess. So let's read about Goddess Sarasvati here and see what message we have for you, Aries, for April 23rd to the 30th. Thank you, Goddess Sarasvati. I love this goddess. Number 80. It's always a pleasure seeing their faces. I love it. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So when your soul selects her card, when we are aligned with the essence of who we are, then what needs to be communicated through us, whether with words or music or artwork, can flow. When our creativity feels blocked or stagnant, it isn't because the waters have dried up. We might fear this, but the truth is that self-awareness is the key to unlocking our creative flow. When we take the time to return to the essence of who we really are and nurture that essence, we realign again with the river of expression that the soul generates. Sarasvati is a reminder that anything we create that purifies us in the process of making it is a blessing. Our art should be judged not on popularity, but on its power to transform us. Sarasvati is called to return to the essence of our true self. The energy of her card is a charge for more self-knowledge, more awareness of our own unique soul and what our needs are in this moment. She leads us back into that finely attuned space where we can express with ease and grace what the soul desires most to share. And that energy feels like a river moving through us. It heals, it liberates, and it inspires others to return to their own essence as well. The soul voice meditation is, what is one word to describe the essence of my true self? The intention is, the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Now, a little bit about Goddess Sarasvati here. It says, represents the self-knowledge of who we are so that nothing impedes the flow of creativity from the soul. Her name is a fusion of the Sanskrit words for essence and oneself. Saraswati's name translates then as the one who leads to the essence of self-knowledge. She is a part of the Hindu goddess Trinity, the Tridevi, together with Parvati and Lakshmi. All three goddesses help the trinity of Hindu gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, to create, maintain, and regenerate the universe. The earliest mention of Saraswati is in the Rig Veda, a collection of ancient sacred texts that date back to 1500 BCE. She is sometimes referred to as the mother of the Vedas and is understood to be the personification of knowledge. Students appeal to her for assistance on exams, and writers and artists pray to her to remove all the obstacles that keep them from being a clear conduit for the creativity that wants to come through. She is considered to be a river goddess or a feminine deity with healing, flowing waters. She is venerated as the goddess of music, the arts, and learning because of this association with waters that heal and purify. Her iconography often associates her with a white lotus, symbolizing the purity of wisdom her energy brings. All right, so it might be for some of you, this anxiety right now is from, as I was saying, with this Page of Pentacles, this academic, with the studies, with school, learning something new, some new hobby, maybe even as a mature student going back to school. And this is possibly what is creating this anxiety and fear here. And here's Goddess Sarasvati, who is the goddess of knowledge and wisdom and academics and the arts and creativity, giving you some healing advice here, that she's here to support you and that you are doing well and that you don't need to worry, and that you're on the right path. So let's pull a crystal and a chakra card. This crystal reading card, these crystal reading cards from Rochelle Sharman, they will give us a chakra that needs working with as well as a crystal. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 23rd to the 30th, please. Can we please get a crystal, a beautiful crystal to work with to help Aries manifest, especially in the areas that they needed here to help them with these energies of Nine of Swords, with the Tower, and the anxiety that's going on here. Can we get a card that will serve in Aries' best interest for April 23rd to the 30th? That's why I love Oracle cards. It just really points out where the focus should be in this read, what these issues are. Tiger's Eye, Courage, beautiful. And on the bottom we have Coxonite, New Beginnings. But let's read about this Tiger's Eye, Courage. Varieties of browns, oranges, blacks, and golds with reddish tinges. It's related to the sacral and solar plexus chakra. This allows you to see situations clearly and powerfully assist in decision making. That's that King of Swords energy. Allows you to open deeply to spiritual wisdom and live it on a day-to-day basis. Enhances courage and strength. Allows you to stay focused on the task. Supports in challenging and confrontational situations. Supports in finding your inner truths and draws in courage from your spirit to face challenges. It says, where are we now? We are constantly being encouraged to draw on our own strength and courage to get us through. All life experiences, positive and negative, build a deep foundation of strength and courage of the soul. When fear, doubt, and insecurity are running through you, or you feel like giving up or walking away, this is often when you need to dig deeper within and find the courage that lies within us all. The light at the end of the tunnel has arrived now. So allow your courage to guide you through this time in your life, and know that you are supported by the Crystal Kingdom. The Devas of Tiger's Eye are now with you, encouraging you at this courageous time in your life. They are offering you powerful medicine to assist you in connecting to your inner courage. Open and allow this energy to ignite your warrior as you step into your courageous heart. So this is all about feeling overwhelmed. It says, if you've been feeling fear and insecurity in your life or your current situation, it's now time to awaken to the courage that lies within. You have many insights and blessings to receive through this process. It is natural at times to feel overwhelmed by challenges, people, situations, and events in life. And then it's saying, drawing on your own strength and courage to get you through. All right, so this is just telling us that you, with this Nine of Swords energy, seriously feeling overwhelmed or stressed out and anxious about something. I'm feeling like towards your academics or towards some study, maybe even at work, something new that you have to beef up on, some new course you need to take to upgrade your skills. And so Goddess Sarasvati here is here to give you some comfort, give you some backup, saying that, you know, that there's a support there. You have everything. It's the self-knowledge. It's saying the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So maybe perhaps you're feeling like creatively blocked, but don't worry, because around you, you got this Ace of Wands, which is about inspiration. Now, I was taking it as, you know, some passionate new relationship because of the Two of Cups. It could even be that as well. And maybe even that's what's been throwing you off. You have on one hand someone with the King of Swords trying to focus and be logical and analytical, and you got the studies here with the Prince of Pentacles, with the Page of Pentacles, and then you also have this Two of Cups. This is something that's like from logic and reason and not based on emotion. You have, clarifying this, a very loving energy with a soulmate connection and a partnership. Then you have this anxiety and fear over some new study that you need to go through. But surrounding you, there's passion and excitement. And then you've got this oppression card, the Tower moment. So waiting for your reunion. I feel like this might be an energy of you having to go through this process right now through your studies, beefing up, maybe, I don't know, some tests or exams, something that you're going through right now that you're feeling anxious about, and at the same time distracted with some kind of very passionate romance here. So it's just saying, rely on your courage. And if you want to rely on Goddess Sarasvati, this beautiful goddess here is always willing to help with your creativity, the arts, and knowledge and wisdom, especially in your studies. All right, so this is, now we're going to go to the 2 Love Oracle cards. This is Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Let's get a card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For April 23rd to the 30th, please. Okay. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then on the bottom, let's take a peek. It's a wedding. This situation involves marriage. Now, don't get excited. This wedding card is about, if you're single, it's because you have issues with your parents' relationship. And if you're dating someone, this might be actually getting engaged and getting married. And if you're married, it could be about a separation. So let's not read that card because this is the one that we got off the top, which is what we're focusing on. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands very clear and specific answers, just like putting in your order at a restaurant. The universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you asked for. When you complain about what's served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, it comes to you upon the wings of angels in an instant. You drew this card because it's your request with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself about what's best for you. So this card is absolutely speaking to if you had a romantic situation here in the past that didn't work out and you've got some kind of bitterness or upset about this and how it didn't work out. It's saying that it's just manifesting what energy or vibration you were putting out. And like a restaurant, I truly believe, and that's why I love this card about that. It's not that complex, romance and love. You know, generally speaking, if you have, you know, your wits about you, you're intelligent and you have some substance and you're attractive and you take care of yourself, it's not hard to find romance. So when they liken it to a restaurant, it really is. It's just saying you put the wrong order in. Just put in a new order and you get what you want. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. So being clear on what you really want so that it comes to you now. It's saying it's going to be brought to you in an instant upon the wings of an angel. It's saying it's that quick for you. You just need to focus and figure out what it is you want in your love life, what kind of person you want. So now I'm going to pull a card from the top and the bottom of Whispers of Love from Angela Hartfield. These are very short. Let's see what we got here. All right. Slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So I'm going to put this energy down here. I put Goddess Sarasvati right here. So this is the top card, slow down, and I'll read the one at the bottom as well. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. All right. So number 9 is the number for the Hermit as well. So let's see, slow down. Everything is in perfect order. There is no need to rush or hurry. In our excitement, we forget to enjoy the process of what we are creating. Getting to the goal is half the fun. We also miss our guidance and messages when we don't take the time for things to naturally unfold. So Aries, that's very much, Aries energy as well. You guys, you're not shy. You're not scared to do things. This is just anxiety and worry, and that's natural. But Aries people are known to jump into things because they're very bold and very action-oriented. So it's just saying to slow down here. And enjoy the process instead of just of what you're creating here. Instead of just trying to get to the goal. We also miss our guidance and messages when we don't take the time for things to naturally unfold. There's no need to rush or hurry. Everything is in perfect order. So 41. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. When we focus on doing something kind for someone else, we create an opportunity for our relationship to be re-energized. What can you do today to be considerate towards someone in your life? Small things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be if you give emphasis to do kind, loving things for others. All right, Aries, this was your reading for the week of April 23rd to the 30th. Check back tonight or tomorrow for the May monthly reading. It looks like it's just, something going on with studies or some new level up, something you have to beef up your knowledge on that's causing you anxiety and stress. But there definitely is a relationship here going on, and it's, something that you're jumping into, but it's something that lights you up, makes you feel passionate, feeling like it's a beautiful soulmate connection here. But there's a lot of anxiety and stress and a tower moment going on. And yet, in the end, we see that it is a little bit of a waiting period after all of this calms down and passes, and it will, that you will have a reunion with this person. And I really love this 2 of Cups with the 6 of Cups. Somebody who makes you feel very nice, very nostalgic, and very warm and fuzzy inside. Some wonderful memories that were important to you. They bring that out in you. So that's what's coming out as well here for the week of 23rd to the 30th. Otherwise, just relying on your inner courage to overcome these anxious days coming up, okay, regarding your studies, something regarding education and the arts and creativity. All right, Aries, talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.